The creator of Bitcoin, known as Satoshi Nakamoto, introduced Bitcoin through a combination of technical documentation, community outreach, and early demonstration of the system. Here's how Satoshi helped people understand Bitcoin. The Bitcoin White Paper, 2008. Satoshi released a detailed white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system on a cryptography mailing list. The paper explained the core concepts of Bitcoin, including how it works as a decentralized digital currency, the blockchain, and its advantages over traditional financial systems. It appealed to tech-savvy individuals, particularly those interested in cryptography, economics, and computer science. Emails and forum posts. Satoshi actively engaged with early adopters and developers on forums like Bitcoin Talk and through email exchanges. They patiently answered questions, clarified misconceptions, and discussed the technical aspects of Bitcoin. This interaction helped build trust and understanding within a small but dedicated community. Open Source Code, 2009. Satoshi released the Bitcoin software as open source code in January 2009. This allowed developers to examine, test, and run the system themselves, making it transparent and verifiable. By doing this, Satoshi showed that Bitcoin was a working system, not just a theoretical concept. Satoshi mined the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, known as the Genesis block, on January 3, 2009. It contained a cryptic message referencing a headline about bank bailouts, hinting at the motivations for creating Bitcoin, providing an alternative to the traditional financial system. Satoshi initially engaged individuals who were part of niche cryptography and libertarian communities. These early adopters understood the value of a decentralized system and started experimenting with Bitcoin. Developers like Hal Finney were some of the first to run the software and mine Bitcoin. Early Bitcoin transactions helped demonstrate its utility. For example, in 2010, a programmer named Laszlo Hanyecz famously paid 10,000 BTC for 2 pizzas, marking one of the first real-world uses of Bitcoin. Such events helped illustrate Bitcoin's potential as a currency. Satoshi encouraged collaboration and let the community take ownership of Bitcoin. They stepped back from active development in 2010, which decentralized control further and inspired more people to contribute to and promote the system. By combining technical innovation, clear communication, and fostering a passionate early community, Satoshi Nakamoto laid the groundwork for people to understand and eventually adopt Bitcoin. The true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, the pseudonymous creator of Bitcoin, remains one of the greatest mysteries in modern technology. To date, no one has definitively proven they know who Satoshi is. Early collaborators, Hal Finney, one of the first people to interact with Satoshi and receive a Bitcoin transaction. Finney was a prominent cryptographer and developer who worked closely with Satoshi in Bitcoin's early days. Some speculate he might have known Satoshi personally or was part of the Forstowar though no evidence supports this. Gavin Anderson, the lead developer of Bitcoin after Satoshi stepped back in 2010. Anderson communicated extensively with Satoshi via email and forums, but he has stated he does not know Satoshi's identity. Nick Szabo, a cryptographer and creator of BitGold, a precursor to Bitcoin. Though some believe Szabo could be Satoshi or knows Satoshi, he has repeatedly denied this. The cypherpunk community. Satoshi initially introduced Bitcoin on the cryptography mailing list, where many prominent cypherpunks, privacy-focused developers, were active. Members of this community, such as Wei Dai, the creator of B-Money, or Adam Back, the creator of Hashcash, may have had direct or indirect interactions with Satoshi, though no concrete evidence has surfaced. Individuals who claim to know. Craig Wright, an Australian computer scientist, has claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto. However, his claims have been widely discredited due to a lack of credible evidence. Other individuals have occasionally come forward claiming to know Satoshi or B. Satoshi themselves, but none have provided proof convincing the broader community. Bitcoin developers and researchers. Developers who were involved in Bitcoin's early stages, such as Marty Malmi and others, worked with Satoshi, but they have never publicly stated they know Satoshi's identity. Cryptocurrency investigators. Over the years, journalists and researchers have speculated on Satoshi's identity, pointing to individuals or small groups of developers. However, no definitive proof has ever been presented. Possibly no one. It's possible Satoshi Nakamoto worked alone and never revealed their real identity to anyone. If true, no one may actually know who Satoshi is. Why hasn't Satoshi been identified? Satoshi was careful to protect their identity, using anonymized email addresses and never revealing personal details. The Bitcoin white paper and subsequent communications focused solely on technical aspects, leaving no traceable clues. If alive, Satoshi likely values anonymity, as revealing their identity could bring legal scrutiny, unwanted attention, or even personal risk. In short, while some individuals and groups interacted with or speculate about Satoshi Nakamoto, no one has definitively proven they know who Satoshi is. Key points of the white paper. Purpose. The white paper describes Bitcoin as a peer-to-peer system for electronic transactions that eliminates the need for a trusted third party, like a bank, to verify and process payments. Decentralization. The core idea is that Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network where no single entity controls the system. Transactions are verified by a network of nodes or computers through a consensus mechanism. Bitcoin solves the double spending problem, where digital currency could be duplicated by using a distributed ledger called the blockchain. The blockchain ensures all transactions are transparent and irreversible. Transactions are grouped into blocks, and each block is linked to the previous one, forming a chain. The blockchain is maintained by nodes and is tamper-proof due to cryptographic mechanisms. The system relies on a proof-of-work algorithm where miners solve complex computational puzzles to validate transactions and add new blocks to the blockchain. This ensures security and prevents fraud. Privacy. Bitcoin provides pseudonymity, where users are identified by their public keys or addresses rather than personal information. Transactions are visible on the blockchain, but users' identities are not directly tied to them. Limited supply. Bitcoin has a fixed supply of 21 million coins, designed to mimic the scarcity of precious resources like gold. Incentives for miners. Miners are rewarded with newly created Bitcoins, known as block rewards, and transaction fees for validating blocks. This ensures continuous participation in securing the network. Why is it important? The white paper is significant because it introduced an entirely new way of thinking about money and trust. It combined existing technologies like cryptography and distributed systems into a unique framework that solved long-standing problems in digital currency. It also emphasized financial sovereignty by offering an alternative to traditional banking systems. The white paper remains a landmark document in technology and finance, influencing not only cryptocurrencies but also blockchain applications in various industries.